Full steam ahead. Can I please start by talking about my raging hormones that are leading
Tell
up?
me about it.
My I'm due to get my period in maybe 5 days. You and I were synced for many a moon.
That means mine's coming.
Yeah, so I'm just pre-warning you. But I need you to know that like my emotions are side. I don't know. I don't know if it's getting worse because I'm old, but my emotions linked to my menstrual cycle are ridiculous. And I'm not a crier. It's my anxiety. Like I've created scenarios about everything. I'm on the hunt, like I'm a 007 to figure out what the reasoning behind things. Like I go a bit crazy.
And this is all because of your period.
Yes. I don't, well, the minute that a drip of blood leaves my body, I'm like, oh,
that explains it all.
There we go. Never mind. And a girlfriend of mine was like, you need to get an IUD. And I was like, why? Like, I don't, my husband has a vasectomy.
Yeah.
I'm not putting anything in me. And she's like, it's for balancing your hormones so you don't go crazy, Daisy.
But do you think that an IUD is the solution, or is it like something you can do naturally?
Well, I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it. And everybody else who's listening, please help a sister out. Help a sister out. Well, because the IUD has estrogen, and sometimes in the hormone balancing, it's the needing of more estrogen, or is it testosterone? I think it's the estrogen. And so when you get the IUD, it can help balance everything out. But I don't know. It's a solid.
I'm one that's like, I don't want any of that bullshit in my body that isn't supposed to be there. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I say that and I don't want to open up like a whole can of worms of like natural ways of being, because I will also go and eat out at a restaurant that probably isn't like you know what I mean? It's like there's no shit you can't avoid, but like medication, I just have such like I don't know.
You've got some you have some trauma around medication.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because were you on the pill?
I was on the pill literally until I got pregnant. So from like maybe 16 to 19. Because after I had Ella, I wasn't on the pill anymore.
You got away easy. That like I was on the pill for like 15 or 20 years.
But I think that's why so many women are fucked up.
Yeah, no, I'm crazy. I'm crazy now. I'm crazy. But I also remember being equally as crazy with the pill.
Yeah.
And the minute that I went off the pill, I was like, oh, here I am. Hello. Hi, Ali. Welcome back.
Yeah. So I had the IUD. So I was on the pill until probably 19. And then I was like, please God, no more babies. And I got pregnant both times because I was inconsistent with the pill. And so I did, oops, queen of consistency here, not good at birth control pills. But I did the one that's like in your arm. It's like a stick that was like implanted in my bicep.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Was it like it started with a D or something, or Deb?
Dang
it.
I can't remember. It was so long ago, and I had it taken out because of like it. Like I had it taken out honestly, like right when my autoimmune issues kind of started. Like I was getting hives really bad and was having a bunch of mouth sores really bad. And they were like, well, we can take it out and see if anything helps. And then like fast forward, I was diagnosed with UC. But so I had it taken out when I was like mid-20s maybe.
Yeah. What is that? Depo-Vera. No.
I don't know. You couldn't even pay me to remember. Yeah.
I know. We should Google it. But
Depo-Haba.
The thing in your arm. I definitely heard of that. I had tons of friends that got IUDs and got off birth control because there was like the one with estrogen or a copper, and some people said that whichever one was better. I don't know. Like I'm just saying that right now. Are you not a little unstable leading up to your period, or what is your emotional well-being like?
We'd have to ask. I'm
a teeter-totter.
I feel like, and I don't think I am. I really don't think I am. Like my girls will be coming close to like starting their period, and they're like nightmares. And I don't know. I want to just, I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have any crazy like up and down emotions or anything like that. I don't think I do. Anyone can step forward and say, yes, you do, Raina, at any point. And I'd be like, oh, okay, good. Like, I just don't feel like I do. You know what I mean?
I just think that women like sometimes I look at the list of things that I deal with as a woman and I'm like, cut me some slack.
No, I know.
Some slack.
And I don't think that's normal though. Like, I'm just saying that now. Like, I think it's very normal to have like the ups and downs of hormones during your period. So I don't know what it is that I like, or maybe it's just because I'm kind of solo. I don't like recognize it as much.
Well, we were taking the ferry boat back from our family holiday. We went to Vancouver Island. It was amazing. We stayed in this place called Pinamera. Great resort. If you're over there, you got to check it out. But we were in the ferry kids play area. And there was another little girl, and she wouldn't let my daughter on the slide. And she was like, had her hands up and blocking the front. And she's like, you can't come onto the slide. And I didn't stand for it.
Push her off.
I was not having this little 10-year-old blocking the slide. And my husband, Ben, was like, Ali, it's not your fight. And the kids,
this is not your fight. She's
not
10.
your 10. And I was like, do you think that maybe we could form a lineup? Maybe there should be a lineup system to get on the slide instead of
Do you ever go, listen, I'm a teacher, to like establish
I should
yourself? Because maybe at that age they'd take it seriously. You know what I mean? Versus just another mom. Like, listen, I'm a teacher and we need to line up.
Let's get in a straight line. Well, I tried to enforce a lineup policy for this ferry situation. And I was like, listen, there's 29 million kids jammed into this small room so parents can, sip their coffee quietly.
Yeah.
Stop blocking the slide so my kid can slide.
So I drink my coffee in peace.
God. And my heart rate was up and I was like so upset at this 10-year-old. And I was like, Ben, can you believe this girl's blocking the slide? And Ben's like, you need to pipe down. Sit down. She doesn't need to.
I don't think Ben would be one that reacts to that kind of thing. Ever.
No, Ben, I don't even think Ben noticed.
Yeah.
But moms have a keen sense. We're just like, whoa, are you blocking the slide? My kid can't get to the slide.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's all connected to my period. Nobody cares. But I'm just saying, if anybody else has maybe some things to deal with mood or anxiety, please slide into our DMs because I need all of them. Like maybe there's a great herbal tea that everybody's sipping with.
Well, let me ask you this. How consistent have you been in your personal self-care, writing, doing all of your things naturally over this last week and a half?
Are you coaching me?
Maybe.
Are you trying to routine me?
Interesting how they happened at the same time. That's just interesting. Just something to notice.
Well, and yes, there's been zero routine, right?
Yeah.
Like we're on a family vacation where even if I wanted to sit quietly and read, it's not going to happen, nor am I choosing to, because the mornings I want to get up and we're hitting the beach and we're doing a million things. But it's not just this one time. I'm just saying month by month leading up to my period, I'm feeling my emotions absolutely crazy, and I'll journal harder.
I'm not saying it's just journaling. I'm just like, interesting that might be really, because I'm not denying there's no hormonal thing. Like my kids are raging freaking assholes before their period. You know what I mean? So I know that it's a thing. It's just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done any of the research on like, is it called like cycle syncing or whatever it's called, where you like each week of the whatever your phase, you're like, I'm focusing on this, and this week. And then the next week you move into whatever and you focus on X, Y, and Z.
Yes. Your luteal phase, I think it's called. And it's like your 4 phases. And the week leading up to your period, though, is the week of slowdown, which I know you would like. And you might actually extend the week of slowdown.
Maybe that's why I don't have it, because I'm just like,
you're like, the week of slowdown is actually the whole month for me.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's eating a lot of some more carbs, some really good carbs, and trying to get more sleep. And there's no intermittent fasting, or there's no stress on your body. You're not supposed to be running. It's like long, beautiful walks and stretching. And So really kind of pampering the female spirit and body and all of that leading up to when we go into the menstruation phase. And ovulation phase. I'm ovulating.
Right now.
No, that's after. Oh God.
Where are we?
Where am I in my cycle?
I follow a couple people that do it like they'll post in their stories and it's like they're like, I'm in this phase, their cycle, and so I'm slowing down. And I'm like, that's fascinating, and I want to know more. Like, I think I want to get into that, like figure out.
Yes, 100%. I support you getting into it, because then you will pass the knowledge on to me, and then I'll implement. We need somebody on here. Let's get who out there knows
DM
somebody,
us.
or your list. DM us if you are an expert on the female spirit and cycle and how we link, because I think that it's all linked to moons and, you know, our beautiful feminine power. That's what I'm trying to harness when I'm like sweaty and angry at night. I'm like, I'm a beautiful female power. But, you know, like it all has to come together at some point. I just feeling all off. We need someone to come in to teach all the things female anatomy, cycle, flow, luteal phase.
I love that, because then we can put on mullets and ask her a ton of questions about like, why do we act like this? Why do we do that? Why do we do this?
Oh my gosh. Well, we should mullet up, because the next thing that I need to bring up
requires mullets.
Requires a mullet. Oh, you're going glasses first. I see how this is. Okay. You ready? Let's mullet engage for this next little segment. Tie your hair back with your elastic. Still a ton of controversy over elastic and ponytail.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, mullet.
Feels so good.
Oh, everything's better. And I'm going to try to...
I like the headphones with the mullet.
God.
That's a vibe. I need headphones like that.
Yeah, we're getting this. I think that even if I'm not listening to anything, I'm going to wear this with headphones at all times.
That looks awesome.
We've upgraded the mullet.
Oh, I need big. Okay.
We need
all right. Writing it on my to-do list. I need headphones.
Get yourself some headphones.
Yeah. Are they Bluetooth?
These are, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
The cord isn't in style anymore.
0. The teenagers told me that last year. I had I was always wearing my not AirPods, but like the Apple earpieces, and they had the cords, and my teens were like, Calder, you gotta be wearing you cannot rock the cord anymore. And I was like, what? They're like, yep, you gotta go cords. AirPods. Now there's too many headphones to choose from. Now it's like something with a cord around your neck. You've got just this like nugget in your ear. Like there's so many options now.
It's just that mine looks like a wig and now yours looks like
it looks real.
This is funny.
And never forget, 1 million on YouTube, we rock mullets.
We rock mullets.
We will cut our hair. You are all welcome.
Yeah. We'll do it live too.
We'll do it live. Our big vision, though, was to have like retreats where we're all in mullets, but living our best lives. And when we have a retreat, one of our speakers now, add it to our vision board, is going to be a woman kind of expert on our cycles and the way our bodies work and how to maximize our best lives through our bodies, syncing it with the moons. That's part of...
We'll create routines.
Right? The whole thing.
It'll be perfect.
This does. It actually looks like hair, and this looks the whole new look. Upgraded mullet.
It's a vibe.
I'll tell you.
So what did we need to talk about?
Yeah, well, I want to tell you it's a bit controversial, and I'm not finding it a vibe, and actually I'm kind of triggered by it but I'll explain it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen the TikTok, and of course I'm always bringing stuff back to TikTok, but Gwyneth Paltrow, Goop, Iron Man. You know Gwyneth. You know Gwenny.
Who doesn't know Gwen?
Right? She put out a interview where someone asked her wellness routine, which you're going to love because you love a good routine. And I think I sent it to you. So you can give it a watch. And
Yeah.
guys, it's all over TikTok and Instagram. Like you can't miss it. Just Google Gwyneth wellness routine. And she basically says that for her wellness routine, in a nutshell, and this is just a clip of the whole interview. So this is the small part I'm talking about. She goes into IV therapy. She goes into a whole bunch of sauna, a whole bunch of other modalities. But she was like, she intermittent fasts until noon. Then she loves to have either some sort of soup or bone broth for lunch. She does dry sauna, all that, and then veggies for dinner, long and short. And period.
Is that actually a period, or does it like, so that's why it's piqued my interest now. And I'm like, I want to watch the full video. Like, are you getting nutrients through IV in addition to are you getting what your body needs outside of all of that somehow, some other way? Like, are you just is not eating much like a choice because you're getting it from inside? You know what I mean?
I don't care how many IV therapies you have going on. I'm not living off of bone broth. It's not a meal. But here's what's true. Like, I don't know if you're like this, but I am, because I have so many issues with body image and food. And, these are all things that for my whole lifetime, I'll be working through. Literally, there was a part of me that when Gwyneth started talking, I was like, I need to pay attention to what she is doing, because she is someone of clout, of great knowledge, that she has this good company. She is a female. And what is her wellness routine? Maybe I can learn something. And as she went through it, I was like, I will starve, but not just starve. I will binge. Like that just triggered
it'll be a trigger.
Oh my God. It triggered the other part of me where I was like, I'm going to just go down a hole of, there's no way I could sustain that.
No. Well, I don't think there's any way anybody could. Like, she's got to be just like, her body's just so used to it. Like, it's running on nothing.
But aren't you miserable, Gwyneth? Like, Gwyneth, call in. Like, how delicious is your bone broth? I love a good bone broth. Like a cup of warm bone broth, delicious. But it also needs to be.
She also said veggies. Like, I just want to know, I'm like, write it out. Write it out, Gwyneth, and post your entire, all that you eat and all that you drink. You know what I mean? But also, I don't know. I also feel very triggered about it, because it's like, there's two sides where it's like, okay, would you really go on such a public platform and share how deeply you're actually restricting? Like, there has to be more. You know what I mean? Like, there has to be more to it, where she's like, later on, she's like, oh, and then I have like a 24-ounce steak at night, and something.
What does she do on her bad day? What do you do on your bad day? I guess food is not a coping mechanism for Gwyneth.
But also, do you think, maybe not, but do you think like, she's a bajillionaire? It has to be like, yes, maybe she's getting these like gourmet type veggies and gourmet soups and all of these like chefs making all of these. Like, it's not like she's going downstairs and popping a can of freaking Campbell's chicken noodle soup and then sauteing some veggies in her, country crocker. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's like, does need to do.
I don't know.
I was like, come on, Gwyneth. What are you doing?
It does put a bad, like, it's just putting that out there for all of these women and teenagers and young women who are just on social media already comparing themselves. And then they're like, okay, that's actually, to look like that, I have to eat like that. Like,
well, I mean, I'm already
it's planting that seed.
Yeah, but I am here for all the duets that are happening to it, like where people like this one.
You should play it. You should play the lemon one.
Oh my God, the lemon one. So there's on TikTok, there's this girl that I think is fucking hilarious, and she's just called the annoyed lemon. That's it. She's just, annoyed lemon. And it's just her face. And
it's not even her face, it's her eyes, and it's like the cutout, right? Where it's like the graphic of a lemon, and then it's her eyes and mouth on a lemon.
Oh my God. And here's her response to Gwyneth. Go, play.
But I really like soup for lunch. I have bone broth for lunch a lot.
Fuck off, Gwyneth Paltrow. How about that? Who is listening to this like, oh, let me take notes? She drinks coffee. She slurps soup. She has bone broth. Then she fasts intermittent. And then she eats vegetables. Are you fucking kidding me? So you starve yourself. You're explaining the routine of starving yourself. Fuck off. Who put this on TikTok? God damn you.
Have coffee.
Oh my God.
I just now, am I going to invest so much time that I am like, fuck you, Gwyneth Paltrow? No,
Right.
but I'm like, the annoyed lemon can say what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
The annoyed lemon, spot on.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to make a mullet icon that comments and duets on things and just says,
just an outline, like a graphic.
yeah, like we just duet that, and it's your face, and you go, eat a 24-ounce steak, bitch.
You need a 24-ounce steak.
Need a 24 there. Get your 24 on. Like,
I don't know. I don't like the message that it sends. As a mom of 2 teens, I don't like the message that it sends. But,
yeah, and as a mom of 2 young girls, I'm like, no. And even as me, there was, and it's funny because the annoyed lemon.
Though, as an adult, I mean, not everybody, obviously, but like me watching that, I'm like, oh, girl, this is not how. Like, I'm not personalizing it in any way. There was no piece of me that's like, oh, I should try that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know better. I know better than that. You know she's miserable. You know that if that's really all to the story and that's all she's eating, like that's not sustainable. And then we can say like that's not enough. Like obviously I'm not going to be duplicating her diet, you know?
I'm an ally with the annoyed lemon. That's all I'll say. I ally with you, annoyed lemon. And I want an emoji or something like that for the mullet that just comments about things that should be
talking
like a talking mullet, a talking set of glasses and mullet, and headphones.
Those are gonna coming soon. Well, all mullets near you.
The whole new look. But I was gonna say, so to wrap up this Gwyneth thing, if you were to have Gwyneth as your client, because you are a bit of a routine, what would you say? Listen, Gwenny Poo, Raina, consistency girl here. Let's talk here. Would you start with like the whys, or like health, like, or would you?
I would start with like, I don't know. My first question that came to mind is, and how do you feel every day? Because not that it's about external anything, but she looks sick. You know, she's got to be tired. You know, she has to be low energy. You know what I mean? Like that would be my first question. So like following that plan, how do you feel every day? Energized, motivated? You know what I mean? Like, are you having to have people get you out of bed and like drag your ass up and do this hour of movement that you're talking about also? Like,
and maybe she comes back and says, I'm thriving. Like I'm thriving on my bone broth and this is the best life I've ever lived. Then I'm going to say, Gwyneth, push on.
Do your thing.
Because guess what? Some things are not for me. And that diet plan and meal plan is not for me.
No. I mean, I go 3 hours without eating and my stomach's growling. I don't know how I would push through and just.
We did a top 5 breakfast items because breakfast is a non-negotiable for us.
Yeah. I haven't had my avocado toast yet today. That's probably why I'm freaking out.
Well, you're grumpy. That's a grumpy thing. You need to eat your avocado toast. You can't break the pattern. Can't break the pattern.
No.
We need a countdown until you and me and our 2 other girlfriends descend on Venice. I feel like we've got to
It's literally 1 month. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. We're literally just shy of 1 month out.
Jeez Louise.
I know. Just relax. It'll be fine. Allie's big on community. It's like if it's more than a month without seeing each other, she's just like itching and
it is.
I need to book a flight.
I know. And you're like, it's okay.
I'll be like, we'll see each other at Christmas.
It's okay. And I'm like, I'm coming. Don't you worry.
No, but we got Blink 182 tickets. So we're doing Vancouver in June for Blink 182. I cannot wait.
All the small things. Oh God, we're gonna rock it. We need t-shirts.
Should we wear the mullets?
That was obviously what I was just gonna say. We're going full
mullets, take Blink 182.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
And then I tried to throw in another trip in between there.
But I'm in.
I know. I
No,
don't
I'm
need to,
in.
I definitely don't need to twist your arm at all.
No.
Like oh, did you hear that?
No, what was that?
Oh, our we have a Google cam, and if somebody dings our doorbell, it will say someone's at our front door, or it'll say Raina's at the front door, and it like memorizes your face and stuff. I'm sure this like there's probably some sort of security breach, and
I love that.
yeah, somebody is at your front door, ding dong, and then we can customize.
I have the ring and it tells me when someone's at my door, but it doesn't. Yeah, I love the customization. Oh, that's crazy. I've
Yeah,
never
but
even heard of that.
'Tis the season, Halloween, it was like, "Wah, ah, ah, ah." And at Christmas time, it was like sleigh bells jingling. And oh my gosh, Raina, it's St. Patrick's
What?
Day.
Oh yeah. Hey, happy.
Hey,
I'm wearing green. You're
top of the
behind.
morning. Top of the morning to ya.
Where's your green?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
I did nothing, zero for the children.
Do you?
Zero.
Well, I didn't either. I don't even. Do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
No, well, not for my kids. I've got to put a
No.
block.
I'm like,
I've
was I supposed to get a basket? Like, what are we celebrating?
people have got green in their toilets and like treasure trails, and that the leprechauns have come and then they leave candy. I'm like, I got to stop there.
That's not me.
No. Easter's coming. I got to find baskets and the bunny and trails.
Yeah.
I can't celebrate leprechauns also.
No. Yeah, I don't really celebrate. Why do we celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
It's something to do with, I think, when Christianity or something like that was brought to Ireland. That's what comes to mind.
That's why we celebrate it?
Yeah, we'll take anything and make it a holiday. But did you know that the leprechaun color is actually not green? Like traditionally, it was blue.
Really?
Yes. So, and the whole pot of gold and all this was just kind of commercialized.
Yeah. Well, kind of like Santa Claus, I guess.
Oh, I know. But I had to
Sorry
stop
if your kids are listening.
I had to stop it somewhere, and I actually feel guilty because the kids have no idea it's St. Patrick's Day. We're not doing anything. And I have a bunch of friends that have already shared in like our group chats and stuff. They're like, oh my God, the kids love their St. Patrick leprechaun trail. And I was like, damn it, I did nothing.
No. But see, that's the comparison mode again that I'm like, I don't give a shit what kind of glittery gold toilet water you have. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, there's no way.
I'm not drinking bone broth for lunch.
No.
And I am not doing a bunch of glittery shit in my toilet with leprechaun feet prints all over. I have to draw the line as a parent somewhere.
I know. It's just too much. You have too many holidays to celebrate, and it's too much of a money suck. And it's just like, I'm over it. Over it. But also my kids are 15 and 17. So I'm like, I've done this for 17 years. I'm done. Like, they are like, are you getting us a Valentine's Day thing? And I'm like, fuck, I guess, but just one more. And I do the same for Easter. They're like, are you getting us an Easter basket? And I'm like, but it's going to be smaller this year. And they're like,
we're downsizing. We're downsizing.
I'm just over every holiday that I have to like plan something. But
see, and I love the theatrical. Like,
yes,
we went hard on the Elf on the Shelf, hard in the paint with Elf on the Shelf. Yes. I love a good Easter trail, but no for St. Patrick's Day. I got that to St. Patrick's Day was pub crawls.
Yep.
Drinking my face off, dancing until like 4 o'clock in the morning in some weird warehouse. It's not for my kids. St. Patrick's was a party day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's just it. Like, if I were single with no kids, I'd probably be like, hell yeah, St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday.
And everyone's serving green beer. And you're like, this sounds good. And then you pee green and poo green for like a couple of days. Yes. Maybe is it just my body? Is it just me that happened to? But I remember being on like pub crawls and drinking all their cocktails or wine or beer or whatever was all like food coloring. They just did it all green. And then for like 48 hours later, I was peeing green and my poo was green. And I was like, should I go to the hospital?
Should I be worried? That's probably the most common 911 call they get on St. Patrick's Day. My poop is green. And ma'am, you're fine. How many green beers did you have today?
29.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Go to bed. No, I know. So happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Whatever you're doing today, wherever
I brought the glitter and the green.
Yep. So we're celebrating.
Yes.
We're celebrating you guys today. And I guess let's review, because what I want to make sure people really understand is that we finally figured out how to read our own reviews.
We did. We met for like a good hour before recording, trying to figure out how to read our reviews.
I was like, did you see on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and stuff, Rain? I'm like, we've got a good rating, and look, we've got
We're
reviews.
like, well, where do you found that? Like, how are you see?
Hit the see all button. I don't
see a see all button.
Oh my God, it took us an hour to read your reviews.
Oh, but they
But
were
thank
beautiful. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. That's what this is about. And we have visions of mullet retreats. We have visions of bringing wonderful guests on so that we can do that and learn and just inspire more women to kind of, live their big, beautiful, bold lives.
Their mullet lives.
Their mullet life. But those reviews were great. So hop on over Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Follow us on YouTube, because we upload all of the visual. And even though we count it down, you don't know what we look like.
Yeah.
Like this
look
no today.
Idea.
Money. So hop on over YouTube, follow us, leave us a review, slide into the DMs. What do you want to hear about? Anything like that. Rain, what are you doing the rest of the day? Anything good?
No, I might get a pedicure.
You're like, no,
just
nothing.
No. I mean, we leave for a road trip on Sunday, so I'm just trying to clean up all my loose ends. You know what I mean, and get ready for the road trip.
Well, you did have a bit of a dreadlock forming in the back of your hair.
I might go brush my hair also.
Friend to friend. Let's start with a good brush. If not, take your mullet with you wherever you go.
I will. Don't
and
you
guys,
do that anyway?
Well, yes, but tune in next week. Brush your hair and tune in next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't just have bone broth today.
Oh God.
Have friend to friend. Have a little more than bone broth.
A 24 ounce
and a green beer.